eventful has the last few weeks been for you, and do you feel like you're getting close to where you want to be roster-wise?
Well, it has been eventful for, I think, everybody in college athletics and basketball particularly because of where we are today and with everything. But we do think we're getting closer. And we've been very selective. We've really give my coaching staff a great deal of credit for their intel in terms of how they've gone about it, knowing what we like and what we think works for us, and we're really excited about the ones that we've gotten.
Rick, would you like to completely fill the roster? I mean, with that, I know you got three spots maybe that's still to go. Do you see yourself potentially playing with not a full roster this fall?
I don't know if we'll be totally full, but we could. I mean, there's still a lot of time left to do that, but everything's going to have to be the right fit and make sure that the roles that we want filled would be filled. But we're excited with where we are right now, but we know we need to add a player and maybe two, depending on who that might be. If again, we're not going to do anything that we don't think someone can really help us get better.
Yeah, the portal is what it is, obviously, and you got to work with it. But as somebody who's been around this a long time, what are your thoughts on what this has meant for the college basketball as a whole, with all the movement and teams reshaping the way they have?
Well, you go back in over 45 years of this, there's been so many changes throughout my time in basketball. I mean, back in the day, you could get in trouble for just bumping into somebody at a summer league game, and it was a big deal. But so many rules and have changed, and I think the whole key to anything, any business practice you're in or whatever it may be, is you have to be willing to adjust to whatever comes down the pike, and I think that's where we are right now. I'm not sure where this will all end up and how it will be, and I don't think there's any coach out there that doesn't agree that if players can help themselves financially with the NIL, it's a good thing for them. And I mean, I know a lot of kids that have had to work their way through school, and I went to a school where a lot of people worked away and to make a chance to improve their lives with their education. And so I don't think any coach faults that. I just think somewhere along the line there's going to be something that's going to bring it all back in line some way, and I think we're all waiting for that to happen.
Why is Nashville important, whether it be from a recruiting standpoint, fan standpoint, both?
Well, we are the state university, and we're proud to be that, and we believe in everything that this state stands for, and we want to honestly own the state, north, south, east, and west, and we want every young basketball player, and I'm sure Josh would say football player, and all the coaches, whatever sport they coach, would want every young person to grow up wanting to be Tennessee Volunteers. And with that said, right here in the heart with the state, where we, for the next 10 years, I think we're going to play the SEC tournament, and this is a great basketball state. I mean, you go back and look at not just at what would be considered the highest level. I mean, I have so much admiration for all the other coaches in the state that right now we all have tough jobs, but the way they go about reconstructing their rosters, rebuilding it every year, and the success that teams in this state have is really impressive. And but we want it to be a volunteer state.
You're no stranger to the Caravan, but what do you enjoy about a night like tonight?
I like people, I really do, and obviously we want our fans. I don't think there's a better fan base in the country, and everybody says that, but the fact is, I've been fortunate to be at some wonderful places, and this one is unique in the fact that they love their volunteers, and whether it's whatever sports in season, they're there, and I've been fortunate to see it when we first started out, when we weren't very good. The support was there, and when we were able to bring recruits in during a time when you might not think it'd be a good night. We've always had a good night at Thompson Bowling and the Food City Center, and so the fact is our fans are special, and I'm not sure there's special places, and what makes special places are special people, and we've got a lot of special people that support us and have been a big part of what this university's been about, and this is a chance that we can give back and just touch them and let them know that we appreciate what they do for us.
Couple more. Rick, back to the portal and roster development. Is it hard to continue to do it the way you want to do it, in terms of guys have to earn it, you're going to develop them, with the impatience that kids have in terms of not waiting for more minutes and waiting their time. Is it hard to stay true to kind of the way you've done it for so long?
Well, I think hard's probably relevant in the fact that, I think I would say that most coaches have a bad habit. Wimp Sanderson used to say he had a bad habit of playing the best players, and I think that there's some truth to that. I mean, everybody that we want them to truly have a chance to live their dream, but we also know that where they want to go, it's about competition, and what we want to do every year from day one is prepare our guys to be the very best they can be. But with what you're talking about, the portal and all that, it's different because you used to could put your roster up on how you're looking at it down the road 3-4 years from now. Those days are gone, where you're really from year to year, you're not sure how it's going to play out. You almost really understand if guys aren't playing at a point in time that with the new rule they're talking about putting in, they could leave in the middle of the year, and so, but playing time is something, we've never promised anybody that. We've promised opportunity and said that, hey, because we look at every guy on our team, we respect every one of them, and we're going to, be truthful, be real, and treat them the way I think that they want to be treated, and that's with just pure honesty and giving them the vision of how we see them and what we think they're capable of doing. If they're willing to live up to their end, I guarantee you everything that we talk about with them, we're going to do it from our end, and that we fully expect the kids that we sign, they're going to guarantee they're going to do their part.
What have you heard NBA-wise on Dalton, and how high a pick do you think he could be?
I think a lot will depend over what he does as he goes in with his interviews and all that. But he's put himself in a good position. We've heard different ranges on it, but if it's left up to him, he'll do his work like he always does. He knows how to prepare, train like a pro. He's got that figured out, and once people really get to know him and talk to him, they're going to look at him as a guy that realizes, like we do, that he's really just getting started to how good a basketball player he can be.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Sir,
All right, brother.
appreciate it. You doing all right?
Yeah, doing good. How you doing?
I'm good.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.